Hi guys, my name is Megan and I will be talking to you today about Amazon and I'm going to start out with a brief intro and then I'm going to let you know about just some of the different elements of their business and their finances and just some different things that I've learned about them. I'm going to be kind of switching in between me and then showing you some slides that I have developed through the information that I have researched. So the company itself was started in July of 1994 by Jeffrey Bezos, and now it is seen as an e-commerce giant. It sells products and services to the world, and there's just so many different components of it, and it helps so many people. It reaches a lot of customers, and I'm actually going to show you. Here's a picture of Jeffrey Bezos. Some elements of their competitive strategy. So when you talk about their competitors and just wonder, how are they making it work? Because 1994, that was a while ago. So, and I think I was born in 1995. I was. And so I'm 23. So that was 24 years ago. So just thinking about that, over 24 years, what did they do? What have they done? What will they continue to do to keep their products competitive against other people, especially like as technology gets used more? I would say they'd be their low prices. They really offer good low prices for products that you could get in the store that would be more expensive. They also offer free shipping, and you can be a part of Amazon Prime, which gets you even more benefits. And then also they have price match guarantees, which, like at Walmart or maybe even Target, I'm not sure about them, but they have price matching. And so to have an online store that does that and sells all these different products, even from Target or from Walmart, that's a really big advantage for the customers that like to shop online. So the evolution of these strategies would be Amazon's competitive strategy has evolved over and over ever since the beginning. Although many companies have become more like them, they continue to catch the customer's eye by providing services no one else can. And then the low prices and free shipping are two strategies that will always attract customers. When I think about myself personally, free shipping and low prices are super vital because I'm kind of a cheapskate. I don't like to spend a lot of money, so knowing that I can buy something quick offline that isn't, gonna hurt my bank account, but still fulfill the need that I need it for, or the purpose I need it for, that's a big thing. So I also researched their e-commerce and cloud computing services, like the aspects of that when it is entwined with Amazon. And so for their e-commerce, they have this thing called Amazon Enterprise Solutions. And this basically partners with brick and mortar stores to sell their products. So like an example I was talking about earlier is Target. They'll basically buy products from Target and then sell them for cheaper online, or just give you a better discount when you go through Amazon. And then for the cloud computing services, they have e-readers and just different services that connect with the cloud. And these things actually made Amazon stand apart from regular brick and mortar competition because e-readers haven't been around very long. It seems like they have because we've kind of grown up in the technology generation, but it's only been probably like 10 or 15 years. And that's like iPod Nano stuff. So I would say e-readers, maybe like 7-8 years. But they're really handy, right? So that brings Amazon up a little bit when it comes to their competition. And then these services are also offered at the click of a mouse, which makes them attractive and new. And I think that will always be something that's evident Just being able to do it when you're at home and not having to go to the store. So another couple things I researched would be personal media players and digital media streaming. I love music. I don't know about you guys, but I believe that music is always booming, and so Amazon incorporated free music trials and subscriptions for customers and their favorite artists, and they also have movies. And so I think this really helped people, especially like now that Netflix came out. Amazon is like even competing with them and doing even better. Streaming came along a little later and kept iTunes on its toes. So I don't know if any of you use iTunes anymore, but I think the reason it's not used as much is because companies like Amazon that have music streaming, and it might be a little cheaper. Amazon really wanted to treat the customer, so while providing new services and purchases, this is their main element in success. I love that when you see a business that wants to help the customers, because I'm a customer, and knowing that they want to help me and it's not just all for them and making the profit, that really like makes me want to help them out by buying their stuff. It's kind of cool. So the compatibility and success of these things, so like the cloud computing services, the digital media, the e-commerce, just stuff like that would be finances almost took a turn for the worse in 2015, but cloud computing and media services brought Amazon back to its glory. So I truly believe that like the e-readers and the music subscriptions, like that really helped them, customers like that. They can and do offer prices that are up to 13% lower than regular competition. And so that's kind of a competitive edge for them. And then the media and cloud services worked well with the new technological era, which we all kind of, I think, have heard of that. If you have the best technology out there, it kind of helps you compete more. So competitive strength assessment and findings. This is basically like looking at their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, stuff like that. And I just kind of focused on their strengths. We'll talk about some weaknesses financially later, but according to the strength assessment, Amazon beat out competition way, like by far, like a ton. Their low cost and structure allow them to be one of the largest merchandise sellers on the web. So that's pretty cool. And knowing that we can be a part of that, that it's a good company and they're for us, that's really good. Here is a chart showing where Amazon is compared to regular U.S. Retail. So the blue is Amazon, and the red is just regular U.S. retail stores. And so you can tell that Amazon is doing tremendously well. They've dropped down a little bit in the past couple years, where the U.S. retail has kind of stayed more steady, but they're still higher than normal competitors, so that's awesome for them. So with Amazon, what's stronger between like the digital media, the cloud computing services, the e-commerce, and then what future steps maybe do they need to take? I would say that the e-commerce and the cloud network side of Amazon have always struggled. We saw in 2015, or at least from my research, I saw that it just was tough getting that stuff out there. But Amazon has corrected this by discontinuing low-selling items as well as adding higher-selling items to its register. And Amazon has also had to distinguish itself as different from regular retail stores and websites. And so I think like adding these products, it helped them in the long run, but in the short run, it was kind of frustrating financially. Continual advancement of ideas will help Amazon continue to soar. And so I would say, yes, it does make sense for them to compete and to keep these ideas and to even implement more, because that's what gets customers thinking, oh, hey, I need that. I didn't even know you offered that. Amazon has a shot out of the park with every idea it's had. I don't think there's been a bad one. I mean, there might have been one where, it took sales down a little bit, but in the end, in the long run, it helped them. If Amazon continues to sell things that are no longer in stores, like books or DVDs, then their customer base will continue to widen, which is so cool because I love books. So thinking about how maybe libraries will be gone someday, like, that frustrates crap out of me. But then I can also see why, everything is going to technology. So like if Amazon sells books, that's really cool. And they're low price, free shipping. Some principal product lines, I would say, if anything, out of those components we talked about and elements we talked about, if anything needed to stay, would be the e-commerce and the media. So basically just the things they're selling, and then the music and the video, because I think that stuff will be popular for a long time. Both e-commerce and media have allowed a new market to be opened online for customers, and we love it. I mean, who doesn't watch Netflix? That's basically Amazon Prime too, and so it's kind of nice. And then something that could be discontinued, I don't necessarily think this should be, but like if I had to pick something out of the things I researched, I would say my opinion is just smaller cloud-based things. So small as in the past, and I think cloud sharing is very popular, especially with Apple and stuff like that. I think it's here to stay, but smaller components of it, such as e-readers, they might be part of the past soon. I know that they haven't been around very long, but I think there's new technology that is probably going to come out any day that is, because people make the e-readers even thinner, just like the phones, they're just going to have something different coming out soon. And so I just think maybe smaller components of the cloud sharing stuff, maybe you could like do away with that. But I think as the years go on, they'll realize that because they're pretty smart. So 3-year financial performance. In the past 3 years, Amazon has been constant. We looked at that graph. They were kind of up and down, but I think that's really a constant thing for them. And it's okay, as long as they're not going lower than their lowest. They have taken a dive, but then taken a soar. So I think it evens out their performance. I would say that overall there's still no worry that they are ahead of the game. They're definitely one of the bigger websites online that you can buy from. Strategic issues in 2015. So I've kind of been touching on this throughout the time, but because of higher sales in North America, incentives for customers, and the cloud sharing system, they kind of did go down a little bit in 2015. But like I said, now they're up, and it's because of these products. Sometimes it takes money to earn money, and so Amazon had seen some issues with finances and strategy, but I think 2015, it's 4 years later and they've done great and they're still there and they're still, competing really well. So market and internal circumstances. So first, market, I would say retailers moving to selling products online. That would be a competitive thing. More people are becoming online, so it might be tough for Amazon, but I still think they'll be okay. They offer low prices, and that won't always be easy. And then the free shipping, I think a lot more companies are starting to offer that. But a lot of those companies don't have products from hundreds of stores. They only have like one product. So, and then internal circumstances, I would just say new ideas to help customers and benefit the company. They need to just keep working on new ideas, like expand with the expanding economy, expand with the world that's growing, and then their needs. And then I would also say management changes. It seems like the same guy, Jeffrey Bezos, he's been in charge, he's been in control, but just, even like Warren Buffett and his business, what comes when that guy has to step down. So, and I'm sure, being a huge company, they're smart, they know what they're doing, they probably have a plan set in place, but just thinking about that could be an internal thing that could come up soon. So recommendations for me personally, I think Amazon is doing great. Every business has its ups and downs, but I would just recommend sticking with the e-commerce and the media focuses for the customers, and the digital imaging and picture services would also boom market. So in my mind, like when I was researching this, I was thinking like it'd be so cool, and maybe they do have it, I just haven't seen it yet. If they had picture services, no one uses photo books anymore. You can go on Shutterfly, stuff like that, but that's all online. So if they don't, maybe they could implement some kind of thing where you could upload your pictures, you know, I mean, just because they have all these different areas of products anyways, so why not do something with digital picturing? Well, guys, that is about it that I researched about Amazon. I hope you guys learned something. I definitely did, and I just want to tell you that I got most of this information from the book Crafting and Executing Strategy by Arthur Thompson, and also from the website strategicmanagementinsight.com. And if you go to that website, you can search Amazon and they'll give you the SWOT analysis and stuff. So thanks for listening.